Welcome to One Shots, where we give you the latest breaking news, trailer events, and spoiler talk. I'm Costello, Sergeant Riggs.
And I'm Rock Talks, Leo Getz. And right now we're going to spoil and discuss Daredevil Born Again, Episode 4. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, pause right here, go watch it, and then come back and join the conversation.
But before we do that, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like and share the video and leave your comments down below. So, Rocks, the Punisher!
He's back.
The Punisher!
He's back, bro.
Oh, dude, finally we get to see Frank Castle, John Berthel back wearing the frickin' skull and owning that character, dude.
Well, let's be transparent. He was not wearing the skull in this episode, but he's going to put it back on. He definitely is going to be putting that skull back on.
Also, reports have said that he was offered to return as the Punisher on the original script, excuse me, of Daredevil Born Again. And he said, no, I ain't doing this shit because this is not Frank Castle.
So he didn't commit himself to this until the reshoots is what you're telling me.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
Okay.
He did not want to woke up Frank Castle. And John Berthel, if you're watching, I fucking love you for that, dude.
Thank you.
For standing for Frank, dude.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it worked out in the benefit of the show, I think. Dude, we were right. We were right last week. We had a theory. That theory is that it wasn't Frank who killed White Tiger. It would have been a imposter. And it's looking like that. That's exactly the direction that they were going. What'd you think about that?
One thing I liked about is that when Matt went to the crime scene and he's just like trying to figure out what happened, is like doing his little
detective. He's using his senses. Yep.
With his senses. I love when he uses the bottle and then the ball is rolling down, and then he's trying to figure out, okay, where is this going? Because if I was shot here, the ballistic bullet would drop here. Where would it roll? This is
where would it roll exactly? Yeah.
And boom, I loved it. I freaking loved it. The one thing though I didn't understand though, maybe I have to watch this episode, okay, but you saw it twice, didn't you?
Yes, I watched it twice.
So maybe you can explain this to me, because how did he find Frank? Because if Frank didn't shoot him, how did he find him? Because for a second I thought, okay, he has high senses. Could he maybe smell and maybe recognize Frank's scent or something?
Okay, that's the
part that I missed.
That wasn't really explained in the episode. So I'm almost wondering if there was some sort of connection from the last time we saw Frank, if he maybe gave Matt some kind of a hint as to where he could be found in maybe the last time that they crossed paths. I don't know. And to be honest, it's been such a long time since I've dived into this world. I don't even remember the last time they crossed paths. I don't remember what show it was on.
They didn't cross paths. The last time they crossed paths was at the end of season 2 of the Netflix version.
Okay, so didn't they cross paths in the Defenders? Because I didn't watch that. I never saw any of that. Like, I didn't see Jessica Jones. I didn't see Luke Cage or any of those. So I thought maybe
the Punisher was the Punisher was the only one who was not in the Defenders.
Okay.
Once he debuted in season 2, he went on to do his own 2-season show. So behind the scenes, then maybe they did cross paths. I don't know, but
and it's funny because
we haven't seen it.
Your theory last week was that Punisher had gone underground, and that's basically how Matt found him. He went underground. You know, so but like I said, I don't know if there was some previous exposition that explains that. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, no, I didn't catch it either. But I love the scene was so intense. I freaking loved how it came out because he broke him.
Yes,
he broke Matt. You know, and he did it in such a subtle way. You know, because yes, Frank Castle, he'll beat you up, but right here it was the full display of psychology. Because Frank Castle, not only he's a tough bastard, but he's very smart,
and he definitely knows how to push Matt's emotional buttons.
Right,
he pushed him to the brink. You know,
because remember, he pushed him also. He almost broke him. He didn't break him, but he almost broke him on season 2 when they were in the roof.
Yes.
Remember when they met? When they not right after they met, and then he found and was trying to intercept because the Punisher was going to go shoot at
Hmm.
the biker gang. Remember that? And then we
Yep.
had that one shot fighting sequence. Blah blah blah. So yeah, there Frank almost broke him. He broke him this time
Hmm.
because Foggy and Matt didn't want to say his name.
Yes. Yep. It's just you could see how he's trying to keep those emotions locked in his mind. He doesn't want to let that out, because once he lets that out and accepts that, it's like he's got to let the devil out again to play, and he doesn't want to do that. So he's burying it in there and
Right,
burying it
because
in
he even
there.
apologized because after Frank is pushing and pushing and
Once
pushing.
he hits him, he apologized because he let the devil out for that little second. And he went, and as soon as he let him out, he caught himself and he buried it right back in there. And this is kind of my issue that I'm having with this season now. Is we're 4 episodes in, and it's exactly what I said from day one. He's not in the costume, bro. This whole season so far, it's all Matt Murdock. And listen, I love the storytelling, I do love it, but goddamn, I want to see him in the costume. Like, I want to see them utilize it.
Next episode we're gonna see him. We're finally gonna see him next time because right, like originally he wasn't gonna show up until the 4th episode, but with the reshoots, they're like, no, we got to put this in right now. Boom, 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 one shot fight. Da 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 da. So the montage and dude, the first episode, the first like what 50 minutes of episode 1, perfect, perfect.
Set the
And obviously
tone.
now set the tone, and now obviously now a little backstory, a little character development. Fisk is now mayor. Danny Blake also as his protege. We'll get to that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things are starting to develop, and dude, like I told you, I read Devil's Reign. I'm like, dude, I'm seeing so much Devil's Reign references left and right, dude. It's awesome. I'm enjoying this. Yes, the tone is not the same. The color tone is not the same as the original one. We know that. But again, it's Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
But you know what? They were going hard with this one. Like, dude, there were a few F-bombs in this episode.
Oh
right
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
were definitely pushing it for a Disney show. Like it doesn't feel like a Disney show. I'm sure they're trying to find some kind of balance with this tone they're trying to strike. But I was quite impressed with how far they pushed it this episode.
I'm glad Feige gave them the green light because also I read online that Feige gave Cox and D'Onofrio freedom to this is the Netflix, this is canon of the previous show because it was them who told Feige, listen, this isn't it. This
Mm-hmm.
isn't what we did.
So, Phil, I want to strike on some of the parallel storytelling I noticed in this episode here. We got a couple of opposite dynamics happening between Fisk and Matt, and they're taking place parallel to one another, is what I kind of noticed. Wilson's like struggling to deal with Vanessa's affair. He's not wanting to speak on it to the therapist in that one scene at the beginning. And he's like visually struggling to come to terms with her actions. Did you catch that? How like when she's trying to explain to him like what it was about Adam that captured her attention, you just see him cringe.
What you just said is exactly what's happening to Matt and Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
They're both parallels.
They're parallels.
Matt is struggling. He can't say Foggy's name. He can't let go of what happened. He can't accept it. Fisk, he's bored as fuck. He wants to be mayor, yeah, but he doesn't want to do the boring stuff. He wants, like, I want this done here and now. He's like, bro, let's just broke through the red tape. Like, no, we got to do this, we got to do that. And he's like, fuck.
The scene with the kids. The scene with the kids. Yes.
With the kids. He's losing his fucking mind.
I was laughing so hard watching him struggle, bro.
I felt his pain. He's like so angry. He's like, yeah,
we built this city.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
We built this city. And then he goes to the next event and they're singing the exact same song, just in a different language, bro. Oh my God. I laughed so hard. It was so good. That was very, very well done.
I know, right? No, it was awesome. It was awesome. No, but I love, like, again, parallels, same parallels. Matt at the end, he goes after hooking up with I forgot the girl he's hooking up with now.
She's the therapist. I can't remember her name either.
Yeah, I forgot her name either. The therapist is who's also seeing Fisk and Vanessa. after Matt, obviously sleeps with her, he goes up to the roof and goes to his devil's lair, and he starts seeing his help, all the collection of his old Daredevil helmets. We see obviously the one that he used during She-Hulk,
Mm-hmm.
and then he grabs the bully. Shit, what's it called? Shit, the
I can never remember what it's called. I just call it his weapon. It's Daredevil's weapon, bro. It's like his
Billy
grappling
Club,
gun
the
type
Billy
thing.
Club, the Billy Club. Thank you,
Okay.
the Billy Club. Yeah. So and same thing. Fist is going to his lair. He's seeing the old
Again,
painting that he
parallels,
had.
yes, and they were paralleling one another because
Yeah.
as Fisk is going down into his lair, Matt's rising to his roof.
To his roof.
You
Yep.
know, rising
Yep.
up into his lair, which I
It's
thought
like
was really cool.
Matt is heading to heaven, and Fisk is
He's
heading
descending into hell.
descending
Yeah.
to hell. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
caught that. I thought that was a really
You
cool little
know.
thing that they did in the
Fisk
episode.
had the old painting that he bought from Vanessa during from the first
The
show.
first
So
show,
you
yep.
see you see the blood stains. We obviously know what that blood stain is.
Mm-hmm.
We see Adam, who is Vanessa's lover, with long hair in a cage, while
Locked in a
Fisk is
cage. Again, another paralleling how Daredevil is locked in Matt's mind. He's locking away his problem in his mind, in the cage of his own mind, while Fisk is literally locking away his problems in a cage. And, I have this theory, and it's funny because me and you kind of talked about it. I think it was yesterday, maybe on the phone, but I really don't think his relationship with Vanessa is going to survive this. I really think that once Vanessa finds out what he's done to Adam, she's going to leave him. And I also think that there are signs pointing towards this
Mhm.
happening throughout the show.
And another reference that I found from Devil's Reign was um, Daniel Blake, Michael Gandolfini's character,
Mm-hmm.
who is the assistant of the assistant type, but Fisk pretty much made him like his protege because Fisk is always asking him like, "What's your thoughts? What are your opinions here and there?" And the black lady assistant, she's like, "No, like, don't worry about what he says," but he's neglecting her, and he wants um, Danny to pretty much say his piece.
Yeah, well, they're making it very, very clear that Danny looks up to Fisk as a father figure,
As a father figure. Yep, exactly.
and he felt like he
That's the word.
betrayed his father
That's the word
in
you
this
just said.
episode.
Father figure.
Yeah.
That's another thing I'm going to say. So during Devil's Reign, obviously Fisk is no longer the kingpin. He is the mayor, and his son Butch Fisk is the actual kingpin in that storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a lot of tension between them, father and son. Obviously, a strained relationship. And at the end, pretty much Fisk tells his son, "You're the new kingpin now. This is my
Mm-hmm.
inheritance to you. I love you, son." Blah blah blah. So he's seeing Danny in the show as
His
his
son.
Butch from the
Yes.
comics.
Yes.
So he's seeing him as a
And,
son, as a father figure.
and I think
Michael
he is
Corleone,
eventually going to groom him to take
into
over his
empire.
empire. Yeah.
Yep. So if Vanessa is out, hence why he's not letting Vanessa into the secrets of his master plan, because Fisk is always 3 steps ahead.
And
Right now,
I think he
right
already
now,
knows that she's going to leave him. I think, and that's why he's looking for that surrogate son. That's why
right.
he's open to that, because I think he knows that even though he did leave Vanessa in charge for that bit while she was gone, I think that because he doesn't have that loyalty between her and him anymore because of the affair, because he knows all about that, he can't. I don't think he'll be able to forgive her. And because
Mm.
he won't be able to forgive her, and because possibly down the road she's not going to be able to forgive him for what he's doing now to Adam,
Yeah.
I don't see that relationship working out, and I don't see a good end for Vanessa. Let's just say that. But I do see the connection to Devil's Reign, and I can see Danny being that son that eventually
Being
is going
Butch.
to take over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, dude, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I can't wait for episode 5, because that's when finally Matt gets back into the suit.
We'll finally get some actual Daredevil
We'll finally
action.
get some Daredevil action. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. So far, again, man, I don't know why people keep complaining. Oh, it's too woke. Is this that? I don't find any wokeness at all. Is it lighter in tone? Yeah, the color grading, yes, but I don't see any
I wouldn't call
wokeness
it
on
woke.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to do that Disney thing where they're trying to be as diverse with the cast as possible, but that's
Mhm.
not wokeness. It's just diversity, you know. And I have no issues with diversity. I'm cool with a diverse cast. They're not injecting narratives. They're not injecting
Political
politics.
agendas,
Yeah,
exactly.
so I'm totally cool with this. I think
Now,
Disney
maybe
has hit
they
the right chord.
did on the original script, hence why Feige pulled the plug. Like, no, we're doing this again. Cox, D'Onofrio, what do you guys need? Let's do this right. Let's get Daredevil right. And so far, Feige, you're doing good. So far, so good. So far,
I'm
so good.
impressed. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
And I see. Okay, so they're already shooting season 2. So I see the ending of this is, yeah, like you said, Vanessa, taking the L and promoting Danny as you're the new, you're my, you're my, you're my Vincent Corleone,
So, but
basically.
real quick, I want to know: do you think he's going to let Adam go? Do you think that he? Because here's the thing: in that therapy session, I really feel like he understood right there in that moment when Vanessa was speaking about her father.
Uh-huh.
You could see the look on his face. It was like right there in that moment. I think that's when it clicked for him
Yeah,
that
it did.
she's
Yeah, I
not.
noticed. I noticed when
Yeah,
she said her father, something snapped on him. So I saw that part. Yes, I did notice that part.
yeah.
And
So
also when the therapist asks Fisk, "Hey, may I speak with Vanessa in private for a second?" That's another sign.
but he didn't hesitate to walk out.
But that's also a sign for Fisk to realize, okay, now my guard is even higher now.
Higher, yeah.
Now Vanessa, obviously, she's like, nah, nothing's gonna happen to me. He loves me too much. Uh, that might change. That might
I,
change.
I
Or
think
maybe,
it's definitely going to change.
maybe he might not kill her, but he'll leave her in the street. We
I
don't
think
know.
I think it's going to be. This is like this is just my prediction, but I think he is going to let her walk away. I just don't know if he's going to let Adam walk away.
Oh, Adam's not walking away. He's not walking away. For sure, he's not walking away.
But they're teasing it because there was a line that Fisk said at the end of the episode. And it was something along the lines of, "Do you believe in forgiveness, Adam?" So it almost has me wondering, is this a new Wilson Fisk? Is this the man? Like, because like if he was going to kill him, why hasn't he done it already? I almost feel like what they're kind of setting up is in order for Fisk to prove his love for Vanessa, he's going to have to let Adam live and let them go. You know, it's like that whole what's that saying? If you love them, you got to let them go, and if they
Mm,
come back, then that's love.
right.
So that's kind of where I see this heading.
Also, we see Matt back at the police precinct, and he's representing uh, another person who victim of the illegal crimes or whatever, the justice system, blah, 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 yada yada. Anyway,
Corruption,
uh,
corrupt
corruption. There you
cops.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you. He threw in another Easter egg. There's another Easter egg that we saw. He mentions scrolls.
I didn't
Did you
catch
miss
that.
that? You didn't
Yeah,
catch that?
I
Okay,
didn't
so
catch that.
remember when he's talking to Matt and Matt's like, "Hey, this you did this." He's like, "No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I have it. Maybe it was a scroll."
Okay. All right. See, again, I'm not that deeply invested into those later phases of Marvel, so the term scroll just kind of went over my head.
All right, that's fine. But yeah, it was just a little Easter egg
Another Easter
for
egg. That's cool, man.
yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
another Easter egg there. Um, the what else did I like? The
I, I,
fact that
I was
go
going to
ahead.
say, what about Muse? I don't know much about this character. There was a couple of scenes with Muse in this episode.
I don't know much about him either, so I can't the guy with the
Yes, I think his name is Muse because I saw I'm pretty sure I saw a spray painting on a
okay.
brick wall in the episode, and it had
Uh-huh.
his face, and I'm pretty sure it said the word Muse, Muse. Maybe we could do a quick Google lookup and see if that's who the character is. Type in Marvel
Right.
Muse, and let's see what comes up. Yeah, that's him. That was him, Muse.
Muse. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know much about him, but I did catch that on the wall. It had his name right there, and then he is seen at the very end of the episode. I don't know what he was doing to that dude. Like I said, I don't know much about the character, so
I think he was trying to drain his blood.
okay, interesting. Is he some kind of like a vampire?
Yeah. Okay.
Like what's going
Yeah.
on here?
Okay. Yeah. Muse is a superhero. Character first appeared. Okay, so he first appeared in Daredevil Volume 5, issue 11, September 2016. Okay, so this is a newer character, hence why I've never heard of this guy.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a newer character, but he's he's supposed to be an Inhuman. Okay, and he has superhuman strength and speed, imperceptibility, and expert combatant. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix it up here and there, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
Any reference to the whole blood draining thing? That's what I was curious
but
about.
yeah, the first mural of Muse was discovered by the vigilante Blind Spot in Washington Heights, painted with the blood over 100 people. His second work in a competition with himself features a corpse of 6 Inhumans posed with props as if they were performing everyday tasks.
So wait a second, is he collecting blood so that he?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think that's.
Ooh,
yeah.
that's creepy and gross. Okay.
Yeah, because I think that's because it's painted with blood all over 100 people. Yeah, so I think that's what he is. He's painting all those things, not with paint, but with actual blood.
Okay, all right.
Like again, I don't know much about this character, so I can't give you an exact detail of his background. So
no, that's cool, man. I think we did
anybody watching the video right here, any of you Marvel fans, please share your comments down and give us.
Let us know. Let us know.
Let us know, because we don't know everything, and we admit it. Like when we know, we know. When we don't know, we don't know.
Yeah.
But if you know, let us know.
Please, in the comments. Yes.
So, guys, what do you think about this episode? Did you catch any other Easter eggs? And what was your take on Frank and Matt's reunion?
And what do you guys think will happen down the line between Vanessa and Fisk? Will the relationship survive this turmoil? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and we'll see you guys next time on One Shots.